So Psalm 9, verse 9 says, "The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble." And man, this is really good. We should be the oppressed, shouldn't we? When you seek God and you live in a world that wants to be independent from God or just wants to believe in a false form of God, you will be oppressed. I mean, just look at Jesus. With the Pharisees, look at Paul with the Pharisees and Stephen, the first martyr. When you seek God and you're trying to help other people know God, you will be oppressed. And that's a good thing, right? You're supposed to be. And because it's built on faith, it's not easy. And therefore, you're believing in something you can't see. You're trying to help other people get to know what you can't see, and you're going to be oppressed for it, and that's a really good thing. But make sure, as you experience some persecution, and it depends on where you are in the world, what kind of persecution that will be, don't feel sorry for yourself, right? You feel sorry for the other people. I love how Jesus said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." And Stephen said the same thing, the first Christian martyr that we find out in the book of Acts. He said the same thing when he was being stoned. He said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." So don't be a weird Christian that's trying to get oppressed by being weird. Just love God and love others and speak the truth in love. And there's a lot of people that are going to hate that. And you'll be oppressed, and that's a good thing. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Feel sorry for the other people, because you've got God on your side. You've got his protection. Depending on the translation, it might say high tower or refuge or stronghold. You've got God surrounding you and protecting you. Imagine Noah as he's building this ark, and that can be a symbol of the stronghold or the high tower or the protection of God, the refuge. And, imagine the people persecuting him as he's building this massive boat. He shouldn't feel sorry for himself because he's going to be okay. He should feel sorry for the people that didn't use God as a stronghold, didn't trust him. And then verse 10 says this, "And those who know your name will put their trust in you. For you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you." Isn't that good? That's the whole point of existing, is to seek God, right? To know the one that made you. And I love how in Hebrews it says that without faith it's impossible to please God, because he rewards those who seek him, right? You should seek God, right? That's the thing that separates those that go to heaven or hell, is they weren't seeking, at least with the right attitude, right? I know Paul said about the Jews that they were very fervent for God, but it wasn't based on knowledge. And so people need to seek God. Everybody, I think, seeks the truth for, in some way or another. But then it's like there's something in them, and we'll find out whenever we pass away, which I know it's too late for many people. But why people didn't find God? And because I know so many people seek God, or they seek truth, and they end up not finding it. There's something that keeps them from actually finding the living God. They find a false God, or they find something else that is their God, even though they might not believe in God. Science can be their God, and they think they've got the truth, and they're trying to rid the world of religion, and they think that's the way to answer it. But he doesn't forsake those who seek him. Isn't that good? So this is the kind of person you need to be. You need to be the kind of person that seeks God more than anything else, and you need to really search your heart. Is there something more important to you than God? And there shouldn't be. So seek God with all you are, and then as you do, you're going to find Jesus. And as you do, you're going to be like Jesus, which means you're going to be persecuted for trying to help the world. And so that's a good thing. So be the kind of person that seeks God and is oppressed for knowing the living God. That's who you want to be.